Good morning, mathematicians. I hope you're having a great day so far. We are about to have a fantastic time on Rise and Shine and learn more about fractions. Do you know what my favorite way is to learn about fractions? It's with shapes. Let me show you what I mean. I have some moldable sand here on the counter, along with a few different cookie cutters. And I think I'll start with the square shape. When we talk about fractions, we are simply talking about a part of a whole. So today, we're going to partition these shapes and then talk about the parts that we see. Are you wondering what partition means? Partition means to divide into parts. So let's partition or divide this shape into two equal parts. This sand is so much fun. Okay, so we have our square shape. Y'all, who knew that learning about fractions could be this much fun? Okay, I'm gonna divide it. Now we have two equal parts, and each part represents 1/2 of the original shape. 1/2 is an example of a unit fraction because it has a numerator of 1 and a denominator that's a whole number. It represents 1 part of all the equal parts of the whole. So we have two equal parts, and when we put them back together, we have 1 whole again. Let's partition or divide the shape again so that we have 4 equal parts. Okay, now we have 4 equal parts, and each part represents 1/4 of the original shape. 1/4 is another example of a unit fraction because it has a numerator of 1 and a denominator that's a whole number. It represents 1 part of all the equal parts of the whole. So we have 4 equal parts, and when we put them back together, we have 1 whole again. Let's look at a different shape. How about this rectangle? I'm going to partition this shape into 3 equal parts. Okay, here's our rectangle. There's 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts. Okay, now we have 3 equal parts, and each part represents 1/3 of the original shape. 1/3 is also a unit fraction. Do you remember why? It has a numerator of 1 and a denominator that's a whole number. It represents 1 part of all the equal parts of the whole. So we have 3 equal parts, and when we put them back together, we have 1 whole again. Mathematicians, I hope you had fun with me on Rise and Shine, learning about partitioning shapes to create equal parts and how that gives us unit fractions. Before I go, I have a challenge for you. Partition might be a new word for you. If it is, see if you can use it today when you're talking to someone. All right, that's all the time that we have, and I will see you next time. Bye.